This is Grandmaster Boris Alterman and you're watching Gambit-Guide. Welcome back to the second part of the Sämisch Gambit in the King's Indian defense, and today we continue working on the classical ideas, this interesting Bronstein queen sacrifice. After d4, knight f6, c4, g6, knight c3, bishop g7, e4, d6, f3. We get the classical variation of the King's Indian defense Sämisch variation, and now after short castling, bishop e3, one of the main lines for black here to counterattack white's center immediately by playing e7, e5. And when white is playing the most aggressive and the strongest, according to the theory, move d4, d5, black starts immediate counterattack on the king's side by playing knight h5, queen d2, and here not the f5 move, which happened in many games played with this line, but quite interesting idea which came from the former challenger for the world championship title, David Bronstein, and this move is queen h4 check. So last time we were looking at this position and came to conclusion that moves bishop f2 or queen f2 just doesn't give white any promising position, and the only way is to play in such a situation g3. And we tested the interesting queen sacrifice on the Bronstein after knight takes g3, queen f2, knight takes f1, queen takes h4, and knight takes e3. And already we know that the strongest continuation for white in this position is move king e2. After knight takes c4. So white has two important moves in such a situation. One is probably the strongest, rook c1, and second option is to play b3. So in such a situation, white is having a queen for two bishops and 2 pawns. However, I would say black's situation is just quite interesting, because we have quite a solid pawn structure. It's just quite difficult for white just to threat position on the king's side. So king is just quite good protected. The bishop on g7 very soon could become very active, and black has just quite solid position. And second plan, as we know, for black is just to open up the situation on the center, and the other plan could be f7, f5 to try starting the counterattack against the white's king. So what's the problem with this b3 move? So this b3 move happened in the game between Julia Polgal and Zaki Harari in San Francisco.